We're here with Ian Allinson after a 5-0 win over Hitchin Town in the FA Cup second qualifying round. Ian, must be happy with that.
Obviously, yeah, pleased to get into the next round. Just a very tough tie. I mean, I think the scoreline probably overshadows really what was a tough game. I think we started really well. We got 2-0 up. They've had a man sent off after 20 minutes, and I felt we switched off a little bit. But give full credit to Hitchin, because I felt for the next hour they really bossed us. They threw caution to the wind. They passed the ball for fun. They played with a tempo, and I felt we struggled to cope with it for a little bit. Obviously, just a little bit in terms of the way that we gave the ball away a little bit cheap. But the once we started to pass the ball and move the ball and keep the width in the game, I felt we started to work back into the game, and then been fortunate with 3 very late goals. But it was a tough tie, and just as I say, pleased to get through it. I think being our first competitive game really started to take its toll after the first 20 minutes. I felt we really struggled to get that second wind, and they looked a little bit sharper than us, maybe because they've played 4 games in terms of competitive games than where we are at this stage of the season.
2 goals for Sean Jeffers. Must be pleasing to see him get his opening scoring book for us very early on.
Yeah, it is, and we know what Sean can do. We've said all along. When we brought him into the club, we knew we were getting a proven goal scorer. We knew somebody was going to get 15, 20 goals for us, and it proved today. He's got 2 goals, took the penalty really well. And it's just obviously a pleasure to have him in our side and not playing against us.
Another clean sheet, carried that on sort of pre-season, even though, as you said, Hitchin did control a lot of the game.
I mean, Michael hasn't had a lot to do, so but they've hit the post at 20 minutes from the end of the second, or 15 minutes, should I say, and if that goes in, that could have been slightly different for the last 10 minutes. But Michael really hasn't had a shot to save, but what he's done well. As I say, sending off in a game, it just upsets the whole balance of it, and I felt that sort of let us go onto the back foot a little bit, and they got on the front foot, and I thought they caused us some problems without really testing Michael. So pleased that clean sheet, as we said all along. We've had a few clean sheets in pre-season. It's a good habit to have, and as I said to the players, we haven't. I think we're better than that. We haven't really showed our true colours in terms of how we can pass the ball and move the ball, but we've had to go and do a job. And I asked them at half time, whatever we do, make sure that we're in the hat on Monday, and the players have gone and done that. So full credit to the players. As I say, they've kept a clean sheet, and they still kept going to the end. And the scoreline was probably a little bit of an unfair reflection on the game to Hitchin.
Looking forward to Tuesday. We finally start our National League South campaign against Hampton and Richmond Borough.
Yeah, again, it's going to be Tuesday, Saturday for the next couple of weeks at the moment. So the squad's going to take a bit of a testing in terms of where we are. But again, yeah, it'd be nice to get the season underway. You keep thinking you where you are, and you need to be where we are. But give it to the end of October, maybe middle of November. We'll know exactly where we are, what we've got in this squad. But we've certainly got some resilience in there in terms of the way they keep in the game. And obviously, again, like we did in pre-season, we've managed to score 5 goals. 3 very late ones, but I was really pleased with the way we started in the first 20-25 minutes. We were really sharp. We moved the ball sharp. The 2 goals we got were very good. I mean, obviously one's a penalty, but the move that led to the penalty was very good. And our passing was very, very sharp from that side of it. I felt, as I say, when they went down to 10 men, I felt we took too many touches, and that was probably the only downfall in today's performance.
What do you expect from Gary McCann's side on Tuesday night?
I think he's got some really good players. He's made some good signings. I think it's just going to be very tough. They're going to be nice and solid at the back. We know that they'll work rate industrious in midfield, and they've got forwards that can cause you trouble if you're not ready. So it's going to be a tough game. But as I've said all along, and I've said it last season, and I'll say it now, there's no easy games in the Conference South. So we expect every game to be tough, and just hopefully we can have the same sort of result as today, clean sheet and a win. That'd be great.
And obviously today was our first competitive game without fans. How do you find it yourself?
It's difficult because, as I've said all along, it's you need that atmosphere, but it's one of those where we have to abide by the rules. I've said it a lot last week in an interview. We have to respect this virus because it's not a nice thing to do or to get, should I say? And why it's like it is. I think it's the right decision. We as a club will probably be in a fantastic position to accept fans. We've got a lot of restrictions in place. We've got a lot of places where we can put supporters and be safe in this ground. But some of the other grounds probably haven't got the facilities that we've got in terms of the terracing and the size of the ground. So if you can't do it for all, then it's probably better off not doing it for anyone. And hopefully, with the package that the National League are going to hopefully let us know at some stage in the near future, will be enough for us to keep this squad together and be sufficient for us to obviously maintain what we're doing. Because if it's not, then the first thing we're going to have to look at is the playing side of things, and see what players that we might have to move on if we haven't got enough budget to take the season forward. So we'll only know that once the National League can make some decisions. And at the moment, all we know, what everyone's telling me, is we've got £10,000. How it's split, ain't got a clue. Who's going to get what, ain't got a clue. So we'll know that eventually, hopefully over the next couple of days, as hopefully they're working tomorrow and can give us an idea on Monday, because the longer they leave it, the tougher it's going to be for all of us.
Thank you, Ian.
No problem, thank you.